there, my name is Spencer and I am a youth development professional from the Mount Baker Middle School in Mount Vernon. What this video is going to be about is it's going to be all about public speaking, which is basically just talking about what you like in front of people. It's going to be a 4-part series, and in this first video we're going to get into some different warm-ups and how to kind of get comfortable before you even start speaking in front of people. So I kind of briefly said what public speaking is, but really what is it? What do we mean when we say public speaking? It really is just speaking in front of a group of people, and usually, hopefully, it's about something that you want to be talking about, something that you like a bunch. Could be something like soccer for me. I love playing soccer, and therefore I love talking to people about soccer, usually about cool things that I've done while playing soccer. For you, it could be a sport, it could be Pokemon, it could be a subject from school. But the point is that you want to tell a group of people about it. Now, the truth is we all publicly speak all the time. You might be thinking, I've never done a speech to a whole bunch of people, that would be crazy. But we all do it all the time, like I said, in classrooms, in front of our groups of friends, or even in front of family members. We're always speaking to a bunch of people. Think about the last time that you might have been in a situation like this, talking to a group of your friends, or to your teacher, or your classmates, even just your family members, and think about when you were talking about something that you really cared about and really wanted to tell them about. Maybe it was a story, or something that you did that day, something you accomplished, anything like that. Think about it, and I want you to think about, first off, what was something that you really liked about that story that you told, or whatever it was, and then what was something that you would have changed about how you told it, how you were speaking, or anything like that. And if you want to, you can have your parents write down in the comments below about that experience and those 2 questions of what you really liked and what you would have changed. Now that you kind of have that picture in your mind of the last time that you were speaking publicly, or public speaking as we like to call it, maybe in that experience you got a little bit nervous. That's something that a lot of people feel when they're speaking in front of other people. It can be kind of scary and it makes us nervous. And what does that usually look like for people? Well, that can look like either some shaky knees or some butterflies in your stomach and just feeling like you can't quite get a full breath and it's just a little bit stressful. And that's okay. It happens to basically everybody. There's nothing wrong with that, but there are some things that we can do to help with that and to make us more confident and more comfortable to tell people about this thing that we really want to tell them about. So we're going to look at a couple different warm-ups that we can do to make us less nervous going into our speeches. So we're going to talk about 3 different warm-ups that you can do before you start speaking to help your body calm down a little bit and not feel so nervous. And they're pretty simple. They're probably things that you've done before, but doing them before a speech is really helpful. So the first one is going to be just a stretch. So you're just going to turn, or do it straight on if you want. I just want to show you what it looks like from the side for my knees. You're just going to lean down and try to touch your toes, but don't force it. And the really important thing to remember here is to keep your knees not straight. You don't actually want your legs to be completely straight. You want them to be bent just a little bit. So you're going to bend your knees just a little bit, lean down, and then kind of do the opposite of that and reach up and stretch to the top. And that will just help you loosen up your legs, loosen up your arms and your chest, and just feel kind of relaxed and ready to go. The second warm-up is going to be another one that a lot of you have probably done before, maybe in gym class, and it's just a simple push-up. You might be thinking, I don't want to get winded, that's too hard to do before a big speech. But the truth is, just 1 or 2 push-ups can really help kind of loosen out your arms and spend a little bit of that energy that you're getting right before a speech when you're getting really excited and a little bit nervous. So we're going to do 1 normal push-up. And the really important thing to remember about these is that you keep your arms down kind of by your side. You don't want your arms to be sticking out to the side like this. You want them kind of down closer to your side. So you're just going to come up and do 1 normal push-up. And you know, if you don't want to spend too much energy, you can always do them from your knees as well, which isn't quite as difficult for your whole body, but still definitely uses a lot of that energy and gets you stretched out in your shoulders and your arms. And so that would look pretty much similar, just going from your knees and keeping your body nice and straight. You could just go down pretty close to the ground and then come back up. You can just do that 1 or 2 times, whatever feels comfortable, and just helps get some of that energy out and gets you ready to go. Finally, we're going to go into our third warm-up, and this one is even more simple than the other two, and it is simply breathing. Something we do every day, but breathing more deeply and a little bit more slowly can really help relax your body and get yourself ready to speak really loudly and excitedly about whatever you're talking about. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to use only our nose, not our mouth. We're going to breathe deeply in until it feels like your stomach and your chest is pretty full of air, and then breathe deeply out. So it might look something like this. It doesn't have to be any particular sort of length. It can just be whatever feels like a big breath in and a big breath out. You don't want to be super out of breath at the end of it. You want to just feel nice and relaxed. And that's it. Those are our 3 warm-ups that we could look to do before publicly speaking. And the cool thing about them is that you can do them for a couple seconds or a couple minutes. You could do 1, you could do 2, or you could do all 3 of them. It's really whatever feels best to you, whatever makes you feel the most relaxed and ready to go, ready to talk about whatever you want to be talking about. So my challenge to you is to try these out on your own. And I bet that it's going to make you feel better. I already feel better just for doing them. And yeah, I was a little bit nervous before making this video, but I feel pretty good now. So I hope that you learned a thing or two, and I hope that you come back and check out the next video in this series, which is going to be getting into a little bit more of the how do we speak in a better way when we want to be public speaking. See you then.